Hi guys, good morning. How do you feel today? Welcome back to another episode of Learning with Mr. Eric. Okay, so today I'm presenting you, or I'm going to talk about you, an artist. Her name is Frida Kahlo. I'm really sure that you know her, but she's really popular. She became really popular in the last decades. But we are talking a little about her painting and a little about her style and a little about her house and her life. So let me share um, a video. The first thing that we are doing is that we are getting to know her house. Okay, so here it is. Her house name is La Casa Azul. So her house was created or was built by his father, and it was built in 1904. Nowadays, it is a museum. It was turned into a museum 4 years after she died. And she lived here in this house for a long time with her husband. And it is located in Coyoacan. So you can see, like example, her kitchen. It's like this. And this is her bed. In that bed, she died there. It had and these are pieces that she used to wear. Those are her dresses, really important. And those are her materials paintings for painting. That's her wheelchair. So the thing here is that as you can see, the museum is really impressive because it has a lot of objects that belong to her, including her clothes and her wheelchair and some things she used to be to have a better life. No, so let me introduce you to Frida Kahlo. That's her real face. She was born in 1907 and she died in 1954. So she lived a long life. Well, not that long, but she lived a long life. This picture was taken for Vogue magazine, a fashion magazine. So this is something she said. I paint myself because I am alone. I paint myself because I am the subject that I know best. So her painting style was basically in portraits. She used to paint herself a lot, all of the time. As you can see in these pictures, she used to paint a lot of herself. Another portrait, another portrait. Her portraiture was based on nature. She loved animals. She loved nature. She loved all the Mexican style, as you can see in the picture, in her hair. And her physical style is a little different. She used to shave her mustache or to clean her eyebrows. So there are more, as you can see. So I don't know if you identify the style that she had. It's not that good as other artists, but it's pretty specific. So what differences can you find between her style and Van Gogh's style, or to Picasso, or to Laurie, or to even Andy Warhol? All of them had done portraits, but their style is very different. But there is something in the look. If you pay attention, the look is what tells uh, that there is an intention there. It's pretty fantastic, right? So, uh, Kahlo's self-portraits were often in a surrealist style. Surrealism means that even though it has some real aspects, the composition is not totally real, okay? So what do you think that she wanted to communicate? As an example, in real life, we don't have this, or we don't have a necklace made out of thorns. So that's her language. So what are your thoughts about this painting called La Roots? Or can you see, this is not like a real thing. If you pay attention, there are roots coming out of her heart, out of her chest. It's like a fallen down statue. And then we have this painting called The Wounded Deer. Obviously, it's a deer with her face and it's wounded. Someone shot her. What do you think she was trying to explain? So, how has Frida Kahlo's art changed what you knew about, and how do you now view self-portraits? So, do you think? What do you think of her self-portraits? Why? What do you think? Why do you think she was doing all these portraits? So here's another quotation. Passion is a bridge that takes you from pain to change. So Frida Kahlo's like inspiration was pain. When she was really young, she suffered an accident. She was 18. So let's read. In 1925, when Frida was age 18, she was a victim of a bus crash. She suffered many injuries. So she had three breaks in her spinal column. So her back crashed into three sections. And well, she fractured her hip, this part, her column was all broken. She had a broken leg, ribs. So she had multiple, well, injuries. So the doctors, when she was taken to the hospital, the doctors believed that she wasn't going to recover from all of her injuries, but she did, and it was really amazing. So that's why she lived with a lot of pain most of her life. So there were times when Frida Kahlo had to use, as example, the wheelchair because she couldn't be standing up, and she suffered from a lot of pain. So at the end of her years, she needed to be laid down in her bed. And despite she was sleeping, she was in her bed, she continued to painting. So, well, even she created ways to paint in front, even though she was sleeping. As example, I don't know if you can see here, this is the doctor, and they are pulling up her hair because she had a really bad pain in her back, in her back. So she had to use all of these things, these corsets, in order to align her back. So she was there. She was a very, very creative person. So there's another quotation. Don't build a wall around your own suffering, or it may devour you from the inside. So she was really inspiring to the world, right? There's another one. At the end of the day, we can endure much more than we think we can. It's like, al final del día podemos ser más fuertes de lo que pensábamos. So she had a passion and love for animals. So as you can see in many of her paintings, no? So she had a Xolospincle, monkeys like that deer. So uh, Frida Kahlo, Frida Kahlo has been an inspiration for many artists around the world and across the time. And well, I think she was a really good painting. She was in the circle of artists and politicians and well, really smart people when she was in her young years. So I hope you have enjoyed Frida Kahlo, and I will send you a little pictures so you can draw a portrait. So that's it. See you guys.